Hello Pokemon fans and Pokemon collectors, it's me again with another video guide to collecting Pokeball keychains. You remember my last video, I showed you all how the keychain was very easy to take out of these figures, and that sometimes you may find these figures without the keychain. So, how do you know which figures are these exact figures? And the best way to do that is to look up a picture, if you can, of what a figure looks like. Because sometimes these figures, their model, like this Pikachu, I've not really seen very many other models that look just like this Pikachu except for the basic fun figure. But I was nearly confused once when I was looking for a rare figure, which is a Slowking figure, and I found one that looked just like the figure's model, with hands behind its back and everything, and I thought that this was it. And then I got to looking at it more closely and realized that this was that it was a different model. It wasn't a Pokeball keychain figure. And what I do is, I know some of more hardcore collectors, like I say, they want them to have their Pokeball. But what I do is that I look for the empty balls. I have currently 2 extra empty Pokeballs on my shelf, just in case I find a figure that is missing its ball. Now, probably a lot of children, like I did, took their keychain out and just played with the figure and the Pokeball, pretending to be a Pokemon trainer. So what you want to do when you look for these figures is look for the keychain pin hole, but that's why I was also confused with the Slowking one, is that its description on eBay said it had a pinhole. So it was a keychain, just not this kind of keychain. Usually eBay, their members are pretty good to take pictures from the front and the back. If they take a picture from the bottom and you see this hole, then you definitely got a Pokeball keychain figure. But if they don't take a picture from the bottom, then what you want to look for is the trademark on the back. It'll say Nintendo and have the year the figure was made. Then it'll say, let's see if I can get this close, BFI China. BFI stands for Basic Fun Incorporated. That's what you want to look for when you find just a figure of these. You want to see that the figure doesn't say Tommy or I found one that has a bunch of letters, I don't remember the letters. But what you want to look for with these specific figures is BFI, Basic Fun Incorporated. Basic Fun Incorporated is who made these balls. They still make them today, so there's not going to be any confusion. If it doesn't say BFI, it is not a Pokeball keychain figure. The Pokeballs, if you look for just the Pokeballs by themselves, they're very easy to identify. Older ones, they have these little marks there on the bottom where you push the Pokeball in and it opens up. Lots of people on eBay, when they post these, they post a picture that open as well. Well, at least that I've found. But if they don't, these are pretty much the only toy balls that you can find like this. They have a spring there, and other side, I'm sorry, and the hole in the side for the keychain to come out of. I'm going to put the keychain back in. I'm sorry. I found some of the keychains by themselves too, but I don't find that very often. I find it strange people just have the keychains, but they do. So if you really want the keychain, you can try to find a keychain, or if you're like me, if you buy lots and the lot has one in it that you already have, just steal its keychain and then give the extra figures to like a little niece or nephew or somebody. Okay, and that keychain goes right there. so ready to clip on your backpack. When I was a child, these just clipped on my jeans, and I was pretending I was a Pokemon trainer. But that's pretty much the basics of finding these Pokeballs and finding these figures if they're without their keychain. But if they have their keychain, you know, if they have the little red lobster clasp or the metal clasp with the logo on it, yeah, I can take my dark eye. Oops, I'm klutzy today. The metal one with the Basic Fun logo on it, and then, you know, it's a surefire thing, if they have their keychains. But if not, just look for a pinhole or ask the seller if they don't have a picture of the back of the figure, or they do but you can't read it. Just contact the seller, ask them, does that figure have the initials BFI on them? If they do, then it's a Pokeball keychain figure. Congratulations. It's very rarely happened to me, but it does happen. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.